Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Detroit: The Dark Reflection. Tonight, one Father Christian Cobras is returning to a protege, an ally, maybe someone he just is coming into business with concerning the troubles that are afflicting the city of Detroit and especially the county of Flint, Michigan. We're going to go to Christian Cobras now and see how our father is going to approach this problem.
As he had done the previous night, upon rising for the particular evening, Christian heads out to try and find Professor Gleason, the Magus, or the mortal Magus, should I say, whom he'd come to an accord with that the situation that Detroit in at the moment requires their attention for their mutual survival, as it were, for their own respective reasons. Christians are probably obviously a lot more pragmatic, a little bit more pragmatic and a little bit less, how do we put this, altruistic, should we say? Either way. Yeah, Christian goes out to the history/archaeology department to find Professor Gleason, so that, as they had agreed, they would go to the particular fountain inside of Wayne State University and go and speak to the big water spirit that was there.
You will find Professor Gleason in her office. Presume you knock on the door, so let you in.
Yes,
and you see that she's not in her normal type of attire as a professor. She's dressed in what you would, as a fellow priest, probably recognize as a sacramental robes. And she'll greet you. Well, you're timely, Mr. Cobras. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Actually, if you'll give me one moment, and Christian kind of like closes his eyes and evokes the power of the blood to summon the hermetic sight, which I should just roll some dice for. That's enough. Alright, that's going to last us for a good 2 hours or so, which is more than enough time.
Okay.
Yeah, and he'll open his senses to the world beyond, and he'll probably like see the little spidery spirits of stasis. You'll see the small effigies of dynamicism and technology and things like that, and the wonders and everything like that, which you see beyond the mortal realms. It is what it is. It's fascinating to look at, in Christian's eyes, anyway. Okay.
Well, the professor will just tell you, if you're still not versed in the tongue of the spirits, I would suggest, for the moment, just observe and let me do.
I think, as I recall from my own education, that a material correspondence, a gift, as it were, is important to open up the conversation. Which, considering what I've been told about my particular nature, I do believe would be even more important in this.
Very well. It's not going to be easy for you to understand. I'll do my best to interpret for you. But again, it may make the conversation just run a little bit smoother. What gift do you have to offer the spirit?
And Christian thinks for a little while. Between common sense and this intelligence plus occult roll, you can set the difficulty for this because it's probably not going to be a common knowledge thing. But anyway, there we go.
I'll say 8.
If analytical comes into play with this, if not, it's 4 successes.
Yeah, we'll go with 4 successes. Um, all right, Professor. Well, no, sorry, not Professor Gleason, but you yourself. You think perhaps, given the natural, how do I put this? In nature, water naturally flows through the riverbeds of the earth, and you have this inkling feeling that different types of water, different types of terrain, crystals grow, and you know that crystals are very powerful um, pieces when it comes to different types and arts of magic, and even maybe you've heard and learned that mages say that crystals have their own spirits. So you're thinking that very precious type of rare crystal would more than likely appease this spirit. But that's your guess. That's what you're going on.
I was thinking perhaps to oppose this particular spirit, maybe some kind of crystal. After all, it is a water spirit. And, well, I'm just going to roll a luck die to see if there's any. Maybe kind of like a somewhat poor quality-ish, kind of like stuff that you could get across the counter, maybe.
Amethyst, you think at first, maybe?
Yeah, probably something like that.
Um,
Would that does that coincide with your own experiences, or do you have anything like that on your person?
yes, I do have some gifts that my students have given me and things I've collected over time. A simple amethyst I can part with.
Well, considering this is both in our mutual interest, I think it's a small sacrifice.
Agreed. Although this would be my sacrifice. I could implore the spirit that you, having suggested it, and are along with the gift of giving, it may ask of you something more personal. These spirits are fickle. You have to understand. They're not like you or I.
Hmm. I'll have a look what I might have in my own possessions. Oh, hmm. Actually, I might do have a bit of crystal. Might not be quite as best quality. The majority of the material that I use in my own rituals, I can get from my own body. It's practical that way. But I will meet you outside the fountain in due course.
Um, Professor will nod. You'll notice that as she opens the door, about to leave her office, she kind of looks left and right, as if she's just being on the lookout, and she'll dart across the hallway and out to the fountain area.
And Christian naturally will get his own offering of crystal for the spirit, and meet with Professor Gleason back at the fountain. Obviously, he'll check around the place, just to see if anyone's there, and he's presuming that Professor Gleason is going to be doing the same because common sense. And yeah, you'll then greet Professor Gleason again. Okay.
You notice that the fountain's been cordoned off with some makeshift plywood and 2x4s. You see a sign that says, under maintenance, beware, caution, blah 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 blah. But and then there's a makeshift door there. It's opened. Yeah, as you can remember, the professor said she'll have the maintenance crew kind of look in on it this way. she can do her thing, and besides prying eyes. Um, so the professor, you see that she's drawing a what you can I would think with your background in the occult can make out is like a summoning circle, or no, rather more like a circle of protection. She lays it on the grass that's no, I'm sorry, the cement uh, that's adjacent. That's the foundation of the fountain, and see her kneel and she begins chanting, praying. Her words start falling away into what to you kind of maybe sounds like babble at first. Uh, yeah, this process is going to take, I don't know, I'd say up to about 20 minutes. Um, and I would think that in the time, you see that the light radiating off the fountain with your hermetic sight open, um, you see that it's getting brighter and brighter. Although this light isn't even blinding, it's almost otherworldly in a sense. And when the professor looks up, you'll notice that there is a form stepping out of the water, almost floating above it. It looks like it's the body of water, and yet it looks kind of ethereal. Doesn't quite have a face, but you can make out it's almost trying to take a shape, a humanoid shape. And you'll hear the professor, what you may think that she's directing her speech towards a spirit. Again, in the tongue, it's rather undecipherable to you. But after a moment, she'll look to you and just tell you, okay, look, I've explained to the spirit who you are, or more essentially, what you're here for. That you're hoping to appease spirit in conjunction with the contamination that's happened. What is it that you want to offer in recompense for its assistance?
You say again, Bruce?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah. You just kind of went robo on me for a sec.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the professor looks back at you and is just saying, the spirit is asking, what are you willing to offer in recompense for its assistance?
And Christian, you know, he'll pay the spirit as due respect as it deserves. You know, he'll kneel alongside Professor Gleason and offer the the collection of crystal which he had. Obviously, you know, it's he knows that this is just to open up the dialogue between the two of them. You explained to the spirit that.
No, go on. I was just clearing my throat.
Yeah, Christian says, have you explained to the spirit of the situation that Detroit, the water, and how it affects humans?
As best to my ability, the spirit understands that the waters are unhealthy, that it's been, in a sense, poisoned. It grasps the relationship humans have with water. As far as the politics go, it's rather beyond that, but it gets the situation.
Is there not some conflict between the spirit, its kind, as it were, and the poison? After all, water doesn't give life to all living things. I would have thought that it would have objected. I do know that there is, as you told me.
What's that, Jason? Say that one more time. Jason, still there? We're having some technical difficulty, ladies and gentlemen.
Looks frozen to me.
Yeah, okay, so it's not me that's frozen.
Yeah, he looks frozen to me, so.
Oh, there we go.
Sorry about that.
That's right.
What part did I get up to before I dropped out?
That the spirit would understand that it gives life to everything, essentially.
Yes, I'll do that just as soon as my other things are up. Perhaps it would be important to point out that, despite my nature, I am not on the side of the poison. Perhaps you should tell the spirit that it's important to me that the poison in the water is removed. If it can direct me to the source of this poison, where it is most strongest, then I promise I will do everything within my power to remove this poison and bring life back into the city of Detroit.
You see Professor Gleason speak again to the spirit in the tongue that is native to the spirit, and after a moment, you don't really quite hear what the spirit's trying to say. Again, it sounds like the babbling of water, but Professor Gleason will tell you. It will freely give you the information, the source of this poisoning. It wants you to understand it is not dependent upon your kind or my kind to simply be. It could... Well, imagine this, Christian. The water could decide to just seep into the earth and disappear. It bothered.
I am aware of that. It's... Even with my limited knowledge of these spirits, I am aware that they were here long before either of us were here, and they'll be here long after you and the rest of the people who come to this place are gone.
And you see the professor turn back to the water spirit, and again you hear it speak.
You don't need to tell them that. I understand that where my purpose is in this.
No, Jason, the water spirit just decided to start speaking. This professor isn't.
Sorry. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so, again, you hear babbling water, and Professor Gleason will kind of look confused for a moment. Okay, Mr. Cobras, do you have a pen and paper on you?
Then he'll probably search and find pen and paper.
She'll take it from you, and you'll see that she's starting to draw and write down some notes. And when she's done, she'll, say essentially she's saying thank you, although you might not understand it. And the water spirit will disperse. You'll see that the crystals that were left there will kind of be dragged away by a wave of water into the fountain. When the professor's done, she's kind of tapping a notepad with her pen. You need to understand. The spirit doesn't understand the relationship of street signs and neighborhoods like we do. It gave me an impression of where the source of water is. And she'll show you the notepad, and what you can make out is like a rough drawing of hills and streets, but there's no street signs and whatnot. There's really no houses on there. It's very cryptic because, again, the water spirit doesn't understand the geographical layout as a city would. It wouldn't say, "Oh, go to Bleecker Street 3rd." I think Christian could probably get that. But yeah, essentially, it's giving you basically a map of the place of where the primary source of the lead contamination will be coming from.
Right. Christian will kind of like look at this this general map, as it were. I do believe that looking up at a map of Detroit would be sensible in this instance.
Yes, I do have some topographical maps. We've had them since anyone's ever done some archaeological digs in this city. Come to my office and I can show you.
Okay. No, I'm just saying, really, I would have thought, well, actually, come to think of it, you did mention to me that there were some archaeological digs being done in some of the old Native American burial sites quite close to Detroit, weren't they?
Oh, yes, and they've been ongoing for many years. Did you know, Mr. Cobras, there are pyramids in Chicago? Genuine
No,
pyramids.
no, I did not know that.
Most people don't want to talk about that. Well, you can blame other academia in the history department. Hell, even I think some of my own peers are behind that, but oh well. But yeah, she'll lead you to her office, and she'll take out some like, they look like surveying maps and topographical maps showing some bird eye views and whatnot. And granted, God, please give me some leeway as a storyteller. I really don't know the layout of Flint, Michigan, but she corresponds what looks like hills and elevations to a she kind of like graphs it over to a part that looks like it's in the industrial area of Flint, Michigan. And she kind of points it out on the map, like, somewhere around here, I'm guessing. I know that there's a water treatment facility not too far, and it would kind of make sense. I don't think the EPA has done its best, or the state's government, in regulating any of the old factories from here and their water disposal.
This water treatment facility, is it state-run or is it private?
State-run.
What's the company?
Well, not too sure. I'll have to look it up for you. I don't know, if you want, I'll do a quick Google search for you.
I'm just thinking, usually if it's state-run, they would have some kind of official enterprises going, but I don't know, maybe it's just me, but there's very few. I mean, this isn't a socialist state that we're living in here, let's be honest with ourselves. Water treatment.
All right. She gives, her looking online. She sees an address that corresponds with the layout. The Flint City wastewater plant. It's a branch of the city government, so it's not really a company that's running it. Not like a private enterprise.
Okay.
So give me the address.
Yeah. And Christian will naturally take it and put it into his pocket. Well, thank you very much, Professor Gleason. I do believe I've got to send this up the chain, as it were, to my colleagues. And if there is something, well, how can I put this? If there is something untoward, or should I say otherwise supernatural, which is causing this lead poisoning problem, you can be rest assured that my kind will not stand for it. You ever heard the expression, birds don't shit in their own where they eat?
Yes, we have some kind of similar expression like that here in the States.
Well, I hope that we can resolve this problem sooner rather than later, and well, I've already done my own little part to try and get at least for our prized human friends, colleagues, playthings, whatever you want to call them, that they're going to survive, and well, as soon as things start to kick up, who knows? I do believe I may have outdone myself in the regard of creating some clean water, but thank you for speaking to me, by the way. I know how much you must loathe these meetings that we have.
It's not a matter of loathing, just a matter of comfortability.
Naturally. After all, it's not often you get to talk to a walking, talking leech.
Well, good luck to you, Mr. Cobras. It's not very often I get to thank a member of your own community, but this is a problem that's affecting us all.
And well, maybe it's just me, but I've started to gain a more deeper appreciation for nature since I stopped breathing, stopped taking so much oxygen and all other resources. Anyway, have a good evening, Professor Gleason. I hope our next meeting will be just as stimulating. He'll give a light bow and excuse himself out as soon as Professor Gleason says goodbye to him.
All right, and Professor Gleason will bid you adieu. And what will Mr. Cobras be doing?
First things first, he's going to send a message to the Priscus, or basically call him.
Okay, call up the Priscus. Couple of rings. You'll hear the voice of his ghoul pick up. Hello.
Hello, it's Father Cobras here. Could I speak with my very reverend sir?
Oh, of course. 1 second. Phone will be handed over to him. Yes. Hello.
Antonio, it's Christian here. I believe I've located the source of the problem with the water.
Oh, excellent, my son. Excellent. And
it's located in the industrial area of Flint. It's this water treatment facility. Have you got a pen and paper to write this down? I've got the address here.
Yes, 1 moment. You hear him snap his fingers. A second goes by. Yes, I'm ready.
Alright, it is Detroit Water and Sewage Department, 6425 Hoover Street.
Okay, I have it.
Hmm.
And you will believe that this facility is the source of the contamination, yes?
Yes, that I believe so. Maybe it's just me and my paranoia, but considering the problems that Detroit has had, particularly with regards to those setites, the Camarilla and everything else that we've been having, I think it may be safe to assume that there is some other force at work here. Perhaps a proxy, perhaps a direct hand, who knows. Either way, I do think it would be wise to inform His Grace and the rest of the Pax of the city that we should check this place out, and if it does seem like there is something that we should be directing our attention to, we should start preparing for war.
Yeah, I agree. I will have my people look into the matter of the facility itself, as far as the people that staff it. There may come a time that will require us to infiltrate it on foot. I will pass this information along to His Excellency. Thank you again, Father Cobras. I will recommend you for an accommodation, should all of this prove useful.
All for the sword of Cain, my very reverend sir.
Ah, yes. Praise the Dark Father.
Praise him. Well, I've got to get back to my own studies and other things, and I presume that you are busy with your own issues, so I will leave you be. Have a pleasant evening, my very reverend sir, and may the blessings of our Dark Father be upon you.
And may you be guided in the light of the shining blood of Cain. Good evening, Father Cobras.
Good evening. And Christian will hang up the phone.
Okay then. Alright. Is there anything else that Mr. Cobras will be doing this evening?
That's pretty much it, really. Or pretty much anything that needs dice rolls or anything like that.
Okay, cool. And in other parts of Detroit, there is the newest addition to the Sword of Cain. One brother in standing, Duffa. Duffa, what are you up?
Well, let's see here. Last time, I think we actually have already started to go in, because that was a scene I did with Bobo, was where we snuck into a water treatment plant. So last time I was in there, I went in there, I basically accosted a dude who was having a smoke break, stole his coveralls, went into the place. I accosted a guy in HR, dragged him into a water closet, ghouled him for a 1-point blood bond, printed out a list of all the employees of the water treatment plant, and then basically just left. So what I was going to do is I was going to go over the list, and I got the name of the head of security for the plant, and also the plant manager, and I was planning on visiting them at their houses.
Okay. So who's first on your list?
I guess it would be the head of security. Which Bobo's here now, he could tell you about whatever that is.
I believe her name is Rachel. She lives in Troy.
Excuse me. Okay. Well, you already have the address. I'm going to say it's a water treatment facility. She's not making too bad money. It's a city job. Somewhere in the suburban area of Detroit, I suppose.
Not really Troy's where you have a lot of factories.
Well, coming from an urbanite myself, our idea of suburbs are a little bit sir.
Fair enough. It's not a bad neighborhood for the region. Let's just say that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm still driving like the same car that I ripped off from the guy that I killed.
Sure, why not? Unless you dumped it.
No, I'm still driving it just because it's like, I
Yeah.
mean, what is he gonna do? Is he gonna report it as stolen? I don't think so.
No, he's dead.
Okay.
Actually, I'm probably still wearing his coveralls even. I just like haven't changed them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're still wearing the little the waterproof overalls and the correct color saying city worker. Alright. You roll up in your little Subaru to the first email address, which is Rachel. How are you gonna go about this? Are you gonna break into her house, knock on the door, or what?
All right. Well, what I'm gonna do is, I guess I'm gonna see if there's any lights. I'm just gonna like pull around the block and see if there's any lights on in the place first, and then like maybe like go up the alley in the back to see if there's like a way in the back, and just kind of like case the place first.
Okay, yeah, you do see lights. Lights are on.
All right, so I'm gonna like basically pull the car up about half a block away,
Okay.
and just head up like the I don't know if like it's like a suburb place where there's like alleys in between, because where I like grew up, they had like people had yards, and in between the yards there's like a demarcation, which was like where they had all the phone
Yeah.
lines and shit.
Yeah, back alley.
Yeah, and that's where I'm basically headed up. I'm headed up the back alley to wherever her place was.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that this is like a it's one of those type of houses where it's small enough where you get your own yard, but there's still like sidewalks and all of that. It's adjacent to another house. So you have like a small alleyway where people take their trash out before they pull it to the front. But yeah. There's a window and you can see the lights are on.
All right, how many? I'm gonna like basically peek in the place, see how many people are in there.
3.
3, huh? It's not a whole lot.
No, a matter of fact, I'll say that looks like they are in the midst of dinner.
Okay, is it a one-story house or is it a two-story house?
It's a 2-story house, but the dining room is on the first floor.
All right, then I'm gonna like go up the back and try to shimmy up like a water spout and try to like break in because I imagine they probably wouldn't lock the second-story windows.
Okay, 2 rolls. I need a dex stealth to not be heard. I'll make it standard difficulty.
All right, I actually have no stealth, so I'm just gonna willpower this.
It'll be at an increased difficulty now. Oh, well, if you're going to willpower it... Alright. That's fine. But you're going to have to give me a strength athletics roll for climbing.
Okay. That's is a
yeah.
simple failure.
I know what you mean by water, but I know what you mean. I forgot the word for it. But essentially, it's just not strong enough to support your weight. It almost breaks as it comes off. But I'm not going to say you blow your cover. You succeed on your stealth roll.
All right.
Ambient sounds around the house kind of drown it out. Probably think some kids are kicking over a garbage can or something.
All right. Well, then I guess I'll just freaking like head up to is the back door like a sliding door, or is it a like a door?
A door.
All right. I look at this thing as I kind of climb up halfway, and I'm grabbing onto like the water spout that goes down the side of the house. I imagine I probably get about halfway, and the thing starts to break. And I sort of like ride it down as it breaks. And I look at it, and like fall like flat on my back. I get up, like, like kick the fucking dirt a little bit, cuss a little bit. Spanish, I'm like, fucking goddamn, I got this the hard way. And I just head up to the back door, and just like basically like kick the freaking back door in. Cause I'm not gonna try stealth anymore. Well, that didn't work. I guess we got to do this the hard way. Oi.
Okay, what's your strength plus potence?
Strength plus potence is 5.
I think that's enough to kick in a door, right, Charles?
Yeah, I want to say it's enough.
Yeah. All right, you kick the door in. One fate roll just to. All right, so you kick the door in, and well, you're not being stealthy. They hear it. You hear some of the people say, "Oh my God, what was that?" And I'm gonna say there's you entered into the kitchen, which leads to the back, right?
Mm.
And then there's the dining room ahead. You have a fair, clear line of sight.
Alright, how many people are in there?
Three.
Alright. So I'm just gonna look at them and be like, "Howdy, mates! I started stopping for dinner." And just like the 3 people, who are they?
You do see Rachel's there. You don't recognize the other 2.
Are they like adults? Are they children? What?
They both look around her age. I mean, there's one guy that looks much younger. You might think he kind of looks like her. Might be like a younger brother or cousin, maybe. The other guy, he's kind of he could pass probably for a boyfriend or just a friend because he doesn't look anything like the 2 of them.
Alright, so what I guess I'm going to do is I'm going to, while they're still sitting down and kind of shocked that this like white guy, which is probably pretty rare in Detroit, that you get your house broken into by this white guy.
That could be a change.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically like go up to like the far end, try to block off the exit, and like take out whoever I can on the way, to sort of like jump them.
All right. I'm gonna say this. Who you presume to be the boyfriend, manning up and seeing an intruder, he's going to try to come at you, like, "Motherfucker, get out of our house!"
I'm just gonna look at him and go like, "You best be stepping off, because you don't want none of this." And I'm gonna just like deck him.
Dex Sprawl.
Deck Sprawl. I'm also gonna spend a point. I'll spend 2 points for celerity because there's 3 people here.
Okay.
So there's the first Dex Brawl. Ooh, that's terrible.
You
I miss.
Yep. And hold on before your celerity comes up. Oh wow, Jesus Christ! Not like it's gonna be much. Soak 2 bashing.
Okay. I will see. I soak 1.
All right, he gives you kind of a clock up against your ear. Not too bad. You brush it off. All right. The younger brother, he's running for. He's gonna run at you. You hear him yell, "Call the cops, Rach! Call the cops!" He's gonna try to do a tackle. He fails. He just falls right on his face. Celerity actions. And you see that Rachel's grabbing the phone. It's in her hand. Celerity round.
Alright, I guess what I'll do is I will try to run past the guy like sort of like clotheslining him, the guy who's like punched me. And while I'm doing that, I'm just gonna basically try to I'm gonna like run at them both and knock the phone out of the wall, kind of like kicking it. But maybe
Um,
this celerity action or my next celerity action. So I
how
got
many
two.
You have two? Alright. First one for the clothesline, the second one, I'll give you the free movement, but if you're going to try to like grab her or wrestle the phone from her, that would be a grapple.
I was just gonna like basically like kick the line out of the wall, but
Alright, well then I would just make a dex brawl for that in order, no, actually a strength brawl just to damage the wall and crush the phone line and all of that, to like really just
okay.
get shit out the wall. But give me the dex brawl for the clothesline.
Okay. Much better.
3, 2 plus
That'd
strength.
be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. Actually, the 10s count twice, maybe. So it's a lot of successes.
Was it specially?
Yeah, he's on the floor. He's floored.
Alright, so I just like basically do that, and the next one I'm going to like just yank the phone out of the wall. I'm not gonna try to grab her, I'm just gonna try to grab the phone.
Just give me a strength brawl. I mean, she's gonna try to keep it. You're gonna easily overcome it, I bet. I mean, unless you fail miserably, which I doubt.
Okay. Now I get 1, 2, 3, 4.
4. Yeah, I doubt she has a strength rating above 2. So, okay. Yeah. Well. Her little cousin, kid brother, he's back up. He's just going to try to grab you from behind, as you by the rear. You still have the phone in your hand, but you got this monkey back. Yeah. So this thing's crushing you. You could decide to, give me a resisted strength. Is it a resisted strength number or just resisted strength, Charles?
I'm just going to say it's resistance straight in this case.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. B3 to get out of it.
I mean, alright, I'll spend a willpower on this, sure. If it's just strength, I mean, he had his roll, but whatever.
2.
It would actually be 3. Oh, yeah, it'd be 2.
2. Alright, well, the kid seems a little lively. Maybe it's the adrenaline pumping through him. You got the phone. Rachel is going to... Alright. Negative, she runs. Positive, she stays and tries to fight. Punch the face of 3 dice. Oh, god damn.
Actually, Bristol says you tried. Shouldn't you roll the fake dice to see if they have a gun in the house somewhere?
I could. Yeah, I don't know if they'll be... Oh, no, negative now. Okay. If there is a gun, she's not running for it. I'll say that.
Alright.
Okay. The lower amount of success, I'm not gonna really. I'm just gonna let you fly through it. I don't think it'll cause damage. But yeah, she's pissing you off. You're in an altercation. Frenzy check. Roll your self-control.
Alright, let's see here.
I remember it said that +2 def because of your clown weakness.
Yeah, but I get a 10, so.
Nice. Okay, you got this stupid bitch punching you in the face. You got this guy on your back, and you just wanted to talk. You just came in for dinner.
That's right. Came into dinner. Sure, I punched some guy out, but that's just the way I say hello. I'm just gonna grab this dude on my back. Like, since he's on my back, I'm just gonna try to grab him and like just kind of like throw my shoulder down and flip him over on top of this chick in front of me who's trying to punch me.
Okay. Since he still technically has you in the grapple, just give me a reflexive strength roll, and I'll roll his strength 3.
I mean, I don't get to add any technique for brawling to this.
You can't add your brawl to this if you're just trying to yank him over.
Yeah, I'm just trying to throw him since he's grabbing onto me.
No, I understand that, but since he still has you technically in the grapple, you have to break it first. This is reflexive. I'm not saying this is your entire action.
Okay, I'm gonna spend a blood point and activate my potence for this so I get auto successes.
All right, just beat one success. That's all.
Okay. Yeah. This guy, I'm probably like wrench his wrist while I'm doing it.
There you go. All right, now you want to throw him? Strength athletics.
Okay.
And since you got that palms up and going,
All right. 1, 2, 3. That'd be 5 altogether.
5 success in the throwing. Hey, Charles, what's the rule for throwing a body into another person?
there aren't very many people, well, let's be fair, there aren't many people who use other human beings as weapons, so make it up as you go, man.
I'm going to say the kid's maybe like 140 pounds. I'll give you... I'll say she's going to take 2 bashing for that, so she'll be injured. Yeah, and the guy himself, you throw him off, he falls into her. Roll me your strength plus the successes plus the pool and see how much damage he takes.
Okay, so that'd be 3 extra successes. And you said it was 2 dice extra for using a body?
Well, on the other on the woman, since you're throwing him into her, it's the damage
Okay.
she takes. Yeah.
I mean, do you treat a human body as a club or what?
I would say it's bashing damage, but since humans can't soak bashing, it would still really hurt. But if it was on another vampire,
Humans can suck bashing, they can't suck lethal.
oh, they can soak bashing. Oh.
Yeah, it's just not halved.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, get 2 extra dice for using the body. Let's see.
All right. So that's 1, 2, plus 1 for the 10 for vicious.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 3. That's 5 bashing. Bam.
She only soaks 1, 4. Basically, the way her cousin falls into her and the way she falls, she breaks a few bones.
Remember, if he takes any damage above his actual stamina pool, he's stunned.
Oh yeah. Okay, so she's knocked out unconscious, and this guy, yeah, Charles, what's the rule for if you get thrown and you fall or get thrown into something? What's that damage like?
Well, first off, we need to decide if he took more damage above his stamina, then he's stunned. But since he's on the ground, it's the same as a knockdown. It takes him a turn to get up. Being stunned, it's going to take a full turn. So he's down for 2 turns at least.
All right, I'm just gonna.
She's unconscious. He's down.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, there you go.
I would probably while he's down, just like put my knee on the guy's carotid until he goes out.
Yeah, I'll let you go. I'll let you fly through that, given your a disciplined strength rating, and he's prone. So yeah, okay. Now what?
And then I'm going to open a vein and ghoul this bitch.
Okay. How many blood points are you giving her?
Just 1 because that's all you need.
Mm-hmm. All right. So broke into this house, beat up this family, ghouled this lady. I'm gonna say since you weren't being stealthy with it, someone might have heard it. In your case, no one heard this. There was a screaming. Maybe people heard it and just didn't care. This is Detroit anyway.
That's a Natwa.
Well, even if they hurry and call the cops, it'll take 2 hours to get there.
All right, so you got her. What are you gonna do with the bodies?
I mean, they're just unconscious. I didn't kill them.
No, I know.
I'm basically just gonna tie them up like home invasion style. I don't know if they have basements in Detroit. I imagine they do since it's the Midwest.
Yeah, they do have a basement here.
So I'll probably just tie these two up and toss them in the basement for now and squat here for maybe a couple days because I actually don't have a place to stay yet in the city.
Oh wait, but you're forgetting the would-be boyfriend. He's still in country.
Oh well, I'm tying him up too.
Okay.
I'm just like basically tying these dudes up. Like if you've ever seen like a serial killer movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he just like ties them up and tosses them in the basement.
Congratulations, you just gave yourself a first dot and herd.
And also, I'm going to while they're out, I'm gonna take the boyfriend, and like sort of refill. I spent, let's see, 1 for prowess, 2 for celerity. So I'm gonna take 3 blood points from him to refill myself the blood that I used.
All right, he'll be unconscious for a while.
And I might like just feed off these guys for like a couple days, but that's that one. And I'm just gonna leave them that way. She's like probably. I'm gonna tie her up with them for now until she's totally blood bonded to me.
Are you going to? Where are you going to place them? In the basement?
I'm gonna what's in the basement?
I'm going to say in the basement. You see a lot of furniture, a lot of old shit. It looks like they are in dire need of a yard sale, basically. You see some tools like a shovel, a hacksaw, handyman little stuff.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take like some old extension cords and stuff like that, tie them up, maybe spend like the next 45 minutes or so. Like burying them up to their necks. Is it a dirt basement or is it a concrete basement?
Cement. It's concrete.
Concrete. Okay. Now I'm just gonna tie these up with this and secure them to the rafters, like sort of by their wrists.
Do you have larceny?
Huh?
Do you have larceny?
I do have a bit of larceny.
All right. Roll me a. Would you call it intelligence larceny or wits larceny to secure a victim?
Wits.
Wits larceny.
All right, I'll spend a willpower on this because it's not that great.
Hey,
well, that's 3 successes then.
All right, I'll say you're good for the night. You're definitely good. I mean, they'll try to struggle when any of them regain consciousness, but.
Well, considering how addicted the bike can be, and he's in the process of blood bonding one of them, would you say you earned at least the first dot and hurt from this? Because eventually they're going to stop struggling and just give in.
Yeah. Easy, you got 1 dot of hurt. Congratulations.
Cool. Eventually I might even like
them.
Fucking make these dudes shovel heads if they're. I might shovel head them like if I come back and I decide I want to, but that's until I find out who they are and if they're like permanent members of the community or if they're just bumps or whatever.
You want to do that now? I mean, you got plenty of time to rummage through their house.
Yeah, do that now. I'm gonna get to the guy, go through their mail, check their wallets out, that sort of shit.
Okay. I'm gonna say alright. For the rest of the night, do you want to spend the rest of the night rummaging through the house? Or do you want to do something else afterwards?
I don't know. I was going to go to the other dude who had already ghouled 1 dot.
Okay.
The HR guy.
Oh, that's
an hour or so rummaging through the house.
Alright, so give me a quick perception investigation.
Perception investigation. Also something I'm not good at. So what is my investigation? It is 1. So, whoa, 1 success.
All right, since you already know pretty much where Rachel works and whatnot, you decide to look through the mail. You find given the time of the year, a W-2 form for who you still think is her boyfriend. Matter of fact, I'll say that you do figure out that is her boyfriend. You see that there are lovely pictures on the mantle somewhere of the two of them kissing. But you see...
I took the guy's wallet too, so like I would see it was the same name.
Yeah, you see that he is actually a security guard at some, like, fucking hotel or something. Maybe you can't make out what the place is, but you see that it's from the security firm itself. So he's a security guard.
All right.
And for the brother,
Don't know when this guy's supposed to show up to work, but whatever. I guess don't have to worry about it.
Hey,
for the brother, you find the student ID. He's the student at one of the colleges.
Oh, he's a nobody then.
he's a liberal arts student.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
he ain't going nowhere in life.
When I find out he's a liberal arts student, I'll like kick him while he's unconscious. That's for having a fucking joke degree.
Oh no, my communications degree doesn't get me anywhere.
Oh my god, communications degree. I have no skills.
And when
Could
you
be
went
worse. It could be worse. Could be poli sci. I think with a communications degree, you can at least be a DJ.
It
when
could
you
be,
went to see your the guy you started going the other night, you kept the radio on. You recognize the Archbishop's voice coming over one of the radio stations, calling into one of those bullshit supernatural shows. Winding the host up.
My god, is it Mason Mystery Right?
Nah, it's Mason Mystery Right disappeared mysteriously years ago.
Who was his Alex? Who was the Alex Jones ripoff that he had?
I can't remember.
But he had an Alex Jones one too.
Yeah, he did. Archbishop go, I think I found something hairy washed up by the banks of the river. It looks kind of like an ape, but it's 8 foot tall. And dear Lord, it's got it's got really, 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 really yellow stained teeth. I don't know if it's a bum or what, but I got pictures. Do you want me to send them in?
oh yes, please. I've heard about Sasquatch here in the northern parts of America. This could be very enlightening for our guests. Sir, did you observe this yourself?
I got pictures on my phone, homie. What's the text for you? I'll send it to you. You tell me what you see.
Gladys. Give me the number. Okay. Yeah, he'll take you into a private, so it doesn't get announced over the air. He'll exchange it. Oh my God! What exactly?
Snapchat him.
And when the host gets back on, he's probably screaming, "What the fuck is?" Because Archbishop probably had a Bigfoot made.
What exactly was in the picture?
He took a picture of one of the Zemisi Schlata.
Oh. Holy shit, that's not a Bigfoot. I don't know what the fuck that is.
I don't either. What is it?
I don't know, but you know what? I've heard about the government working on these abomination creatures in order to soup up the soldiers. It's madness, man. It's madness.
Yeah.
Thank you, good listen.
I'm gonna start hitting the buttons on the radio because this is boring. So I'm gonna try to switch it to like a classic rock station. That's boring. Goddamn PBR.
The classic rock station is playing a tribute to the memory of one Ted Nugent who died in Detroit.
Whatever happened to him? Died under mysterious circumstances.
Who knows? Cat scratch fever. Da, da, da.
right?
That's some good rock and roll. Not as good as Iggy Pop.
If you flip the station again, you probably come up on the station playing Ramones or something.
Alright, I'm just gonna start flipping through it while I'm driving. With one hand the radio, one hand driving. Kind of not paying attention to either. In this stolen car.
Do you have the drive skill?
Yeah, I have drive.
Okay.
I got drive and a shit ton of celerity, so I actually can do it fairly easily.
All right. So where are you heading to now?
Just that guy's house. The dude that I met in the plant last night.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so can you take this one over? I just got to run real quick. I'll be back.
Dude's apartment. He lets you in. It's like, what's up, man? You want a beer?
Boy, now you can. I'm here to buy you a drink.
Fair enough. And you see him pop a beer up.
Alright, so just sit there. And while he's doing that, I was getting the beer. I'm gonna look for whatever. Does he have a mug or a can out?
It's a bottle.
Alright, I'm just gonna take the bottle and try to get my blood in the bottle. Beer. Open a vein and put the vein in the bottle and
The guy's gonna go off for a little bit. You probably guess he's probably going to take a piss or something. When he comes back, he picks the bottle up and. Are you putting in his bottle or your bottle?
His bottle with my blood.
He picks his bottle up and turns it up. Big copper.
Drink it all.
There's no point in wasting it.
So, I hear they're laying off that plant.
Yeah, man, it's gonna suck for everybody that works there. Only person
they're gonna hire some unskilled people.
Fuck no, they're going back to the Detroit fucking line eventually.
So what are you gonna do?
Me? I'm probably gonna go back to working for Town Hall.
Oh, that's good. I need somebody in Town Hall.
They don't really get rid of HR people, man. Hell, I don't even think they could get rid of Rachel. I don't know.
I'll just be working in a new plant. Who's going to be working in the new plant? I need to find out what's going on there.
That was the new plant, but the pipes that they hooked to were fucking old as fuck. When they go back to the Detroit pipeline, it's gonna take a fucking several months. So I'm guessing it might be 3-4 months before they can get back on the Detroit's main water line.
All right. Well, you just make sure to keep me informed about that because some people I got to talk to about that. They're really invested in that. And also, I hear they're taking water delivery trucks. Who's in charge of that? You know?
No, but water's being donated in from all over the damn place. You could probably go to any truck stop and find a truckload down with bottles of water now.
Oh, let's go do that. Here. I'm tossing the keys.
Okay, what? You want me to drive or something? I mean, I've been drinking all night.
I don't care. What are you, a pansy? You can't hold a little beer and drive?
Fine. You see him kind of wobble off. He's drunk as shit. He gets in the car and
I don't even really care.
When he cranks the car up, let me roll a fate dice to see if he hits the telephone pole down the street or not.
Meanwhile, there's probably still a dead body in the trunk. So.
He swerves off into a telephone pole, and he doesn't quite total the car, but he isn't going anywhere anytime fast.
I feel like, you suck. Don't know how to drive. So I'm just gonna pull him out of the driver's seat and toss him in the back, sort of, and then climb in.
Okay.
Does the car still go?
The car can still move, but there's a horrible rattling sound.
That's okay. It's not my car.
So where are you?
So I'm just gonna head off like out of town on the interstate to like maybe a truck stop
Okay.
and see if I can find like I know that when I lived in Missouri in 1993 when they had those huge floods, the people who were delivering the water were the beer trucks. So I'm going to try to find a truck from like Pabst coming in from Milwaukee because that's really close.
Okay, give me a perception alertness to find a Peps or a Pats truck.
Let's see here. I'm just going to see if I'm right about this. I think Milwaukee is really close. Yeah.
Milwaukee's just a few hours away. Most of the big cities in the West are pretty close together.
Yeah, so perception again. Oh, I suck at. But here we go. Well, that's a 6, 6, and 9.
That's three successes. You find the past Blue Ribbon truck. You see the trucker standing on the edge of his truck, soliciting the prostitute at the truck stop. What are you doing?
All right, let's see here. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to like head up, and I'm going to like is the back of it. I'm going to like check his truck to see what's in the back of it first.
There's beer and there's beer and a few pallets of bottled water back there. Not, yeah, I guess it's probably just a few hundred bottles of water and mostly beer.
All right, is there any? I'm going to like check like some of the other trucks to see if there's any one of them that's like carrying water. Just has just water.
Give me a dex stout, just to kind of, so people don't think you're trying to hijack their truck or not.
All right. So.
You eventually find a Red Cross truck that's nothing but water, blankets, and food.
All right, where's the driver for it?
Let me roll a quick fate dice to see if he's in the truck.
Well, actually, you know what I'll do? I'll just wait for him out there.
Well, let's see if he's in the.
Like, and I'll tell Mike like my new girl, hey, keep a lookout for like a dude coming over here.
Well, let's see if he's in the truck stop eating, if he's outside, or if he's asleep in the truck somewhere. He's outside the truck. If you had to guess, he's probably out pissing somewhere.
All right. I'm gonna like, is the truck door locked? Or
Let me make another fate roll. Yep, it's locked.
just like wait underneath the truck. Like I'm just gonna like get down on all fours underneath the truck and like shimmy underneath it and wait for the guy.
Okay. A couple minutes later, a guy walks up and you hear him trying to get up into the cab.
Like when he walks up, I'm gonna like grab his like leg and like pull him underneath with me.
Give me a strength brawl to yank him under. Well, the grapple and yank him under.
Okay. Okay. I make a success with that because the dice hate me.
You got one success. Let's see if he can resist it. Let's see, he has 3 straight. Nope, he's going under. You get him in there, up under there, would you? He's a relatively older gentleman. If you had to guess, he's probably been a trucker most of his life.
So, today is your lucky day because it's your retirement day. And I'm basically just going to grab the dude. Well, like, I grabbed him in the truck, and I'm just going to, like, bite into, like, his ankle where the artery goes.
Okay.
and just kill him that way.
Oh, so you're going to drain him dry underneath the truck.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna like take his keys,
Okay.
and I'm gonna shove his body in the back of the truck. Not the back of the truck, but like the sleeper cab.
Give me a deck stealth so nobody will notice the body. You know, a dead body getting shoved in his own truck.
All right, let's see here.
And are you on humanity or are you on the path of enlightenment?
I'm Pathic Cathare, so
Yeah, I don't think you're high enough for killing humans to be an issue.
probably not. Oh, that's a lot of successes.
Alright. Hey, you managed to get everything up. You fill it with a seat, get it nice and adjusted. You get the truck cranked up. Give me a dex to drive, because driving the truck's hard as fuck.
Okay. Six drive. Probably make it. It's 2 successes.
Okay, you got your truck full of water and supplies from Red Cross, and you're on your way doing. What are you doing?
I guess I'm gonna like the dude who was like the bishop said he wanted a water truck, so I guess I'll just drive it to his place.
Okay, so you're pulling up a Red Cross truck to outside of a ran down church. Okay.
It's a distribution point. It's a distribution point. They didn't tell me where. They said get me a truck. They didn't say what to do with it.
We're gonna assume you go up to the church and you bang on the door, getting the bishop's attention. He comes up. You got the keys?
Yeah, I pull out like the slightly bloody keys. I bet like
Okay.
running like on the side of my mouth and on like my white shirt of blood. And we're like, here you go. Said you wanted a water truck. Here's your water truck.
Yeah. Actually, I have an idea. No, I have it myself. Don't worry about it. I need to get out of the church more. Enjoy your night. And you see Archbishop get up and
Alrighty then.
crank it
Oh
up.
yeah, by the way, I got some news for you. They're gonna be closing down that plant that you sent us to the other night. So yeah, I don't know how much good it's gonna do like going out there again. Unless you just want a place like to run around for the next couple months at night, probably.
That is useful information. I'll put some kind of use.
I go. Well, I found the bitch in charge of security, and I've got her tied up in her house right now. But we could probably turn her, or do something with her family, or I don't know, have a bloodbath or whatever.
We got a crusade. We have a crusade coming up in a few weeks. We could always use some sacrifices for the rituals to get our boys nice and ripped up, if you know what I mean.
Poke at me. He's got a little fight in him.
At the moment, you see Mac 10 enter the church. He'll just say what's up to Duffer and the Archbishop. Yo, what's good? What's happening?
Trying to figure out what to do with Duffer's new acquisition. Do we use it as a part of a ritual to give our boys a good boost, or do we use them as shock troops?
Yo, whatever. We can always get more for both. Kiss.
Duff, how about this? Since you're new, I'll let you pick. You can use whatever method you want to do what you want there. Well, for all intents and purposes, yours to deal with. Shovelhead them, turn them, eat them. I don't fucking care. That security guard could be useful in the future, though. So.
Hey, yo, Archbishop, I had an idea I wanted to run by you. I wanted to see if it was feasible. All right, yo, check this out. So what I was thinking, right now, we got all these fucking water problems over here in Detroit. So how about we make some problems for the Camarilla over there? You know what I'm saying? I was thinking we can't afford new pipes ourselves. So why don't we just steal their fucking pipes? Fuck them.
Are you suggesting I get send a few packs in just to steal copper pipes?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, as long as nobody's buying meth with it. Okay. You see him laughing his ass off.
I bet. Yo, I got this. I got this.
You do realize if y'all go, so if we start sending packs in right off the bat to steal pipes, copper pipes, they're gonna think we're just there to get stuff from meth or whatnot.
No. Yo, check this out. It's gonna be mad easy, right? We just get some fake IDs, all right? We jump some of the city crew. We put them under for a couple of days. We work at night. We take the shit out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, my crew, what I'm talking about, ain't nobody gonna get hurt. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of boring. But, yo, it'll be mad funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, they wake up like, oh, shit, we ain't got no fucking water.
You do realize that I want to get all the folks here in Detroit into the Chicago area so we could just flat out exterminate the whole fucking lot of them, right?
Of course. I mean, like, look, if that's the way you want to go about it, that's fine. I got my guns.
I'll tell you what, once we get a foothold into the city, you can go with what you want, but once we make a move for it, there's really no going back. Either we finish the crusade or, well, fuck it.
All right, so we'll shelf that idea for right now until dust settles. Gotcha.
Yeah. We got a water truck, and I'm going to be taking it out to Aaron's place to get the goodies taken out. We got a truck for shovelheads to put in.
I bet, yo, you want me to, like, grab up some people, you know what I'm saying, get that ready?
Sure. In fact, Duff, if you like, please help Mac make some new recruits.
Boy, yeah, sure, whatever.
Once we empty the goodies out of that truck, the truck's yours to deal with what you want, Duff.
Boy, I don't know. Fucking, never had a truck before.
Well, it's got a nice trailer. I imagine we could probably fit at least. It gets in there and comes out of the truck, the little.
Yeah, I mean, if nobody wants for it, then you know, nobody's gonna like looking for a bunch of blood bags hiding in a Red Cross truck.
True. Nobody's going to think a bunch of rampaging shovelheads streaming out of the back of a truck either.
Yo, if you want, I could outfit that so it's, like, you know, really secure, you know what I'm saying? Like, have some improvised meat hooks to put the meat bags on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Duff is yours, your choice.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care, man. Don't really care much about for possessions. It's not my bag.
You heard him. Have fun, guys. After we empty this truck out,
All I need is, like, I might need it to, like, get a ride back to where I've got these people tied up in this house. I mean, if I leave them there, they're gonna freeze to death, I guess. If you think that's funny, I guess I could just do that. But yeah, put them in.
They
It'd
should
be a little cold.
I mean, they probably won't freeze to death in the basement, probably. Mac, well, humans freeze to death if we leave them in the basement. I don't know. I haven't been one for so long.
Well, I mean, nah, they won't freeze to death. They might get, like, you know, a flu or some shit, but they'll be alright.
I mean, it's been a couple of centuries since I was a human, so I can't really tell you.
Nah, I mean, if ain't no wind getting inside, they'll be alright. It'll be cold, but they ain't gonna catch, like, hypothermia or some shit.
Well, truck's yours, Duff. I mean, you don't have to have, you know, this lovely, lovely back end of the truck to use the truck itself.
All right. I don't even know how to unhook it, so like I would probably just like go back and like look at all the hydraulics and stuff like that, and just like start and like yank one.
Let me see if you lined up or if you get lucky. the hose he yanked out is bleeding out hydraulic fluid.
Oh goddamn! What'd you do to that shit? What'd you do to that truck, man?
I don't know. They said to unhook the pack, so that's what I did.
Let me show you how to do it. Shit, I gotta get this hose patched.
Let me look at it. Let me look at it. I used to be a mechanic. Hold on. Aye. That's easy. It ain't broken. You just gotta reconnect the seal and whatnot. That's no problem.
Mac, show him how to hitch the thing up and then hitch it.
Yeah. Mac will give Duffer just a little basic instruction about that part of the engine, and say, bada bing, bada boom. There you go.
All right.
I mean, if you just needed wells, I mean, should have said so. I would have hooked you up.
I don't know. Just I'd like to do things myself. Find my own stuff. Use it for a couple of days. Whatever.
Hey, we gotta take care of each other. That's one of the things that sets us apart from the Camarilla. We're not out to fuck each other right away.
Yeah, I'll believe that when I see it, but...
Well, until you have a Vulry, you won't really know until you have a Vulry if you're willing to fuck somebody over or not.
I just shrug.
It's not a normal... I don't know if they explained this to you. Reason why we don't go out of our way to fuck each other over in this lovely set of ours is because, well, we quite literally are loyal to each other through certain rituals that kind of make us loyal to each other, if you know what I mean. It's not a normal blood bond. It's not like, oh, you drink 3 gulps and you're a fucking slave. It's you share a cup with a few of your brothers, and, well, if you had any of those 3 drinks from previously, well, those break.
I just shrugged, like, what? You guys fucking drink each other? Whatever. I'll see you guys around. I hop in, like, the truck. Start heading back to, my little scene, my little, happy home.
Mm-hmm. I think we need to get him into a pack soon, otherwise this is gonna run well.
Alright, well, I mean, if nobody else takes him, I guess you could roam with me for now.
Well, fuck, have you been able to get in touch with Monroe? I mean, I'm not that pissed off at him. I mean, he only fucked up once.
No, actually, I haven't seen Monroe in a moment. I'm trying to, do that thing that you asked me to take care of, so I've been kind of busy. I'll check up on him, no worries.
Yeah, he's also supposed to be tending to that too,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could use him during the crusade. I'll bring him in. Don't worry about it.
Fair enough. Dr. Harper is running loose too. Have you decided to pull him into your pack or what?
Oh, I thought he was hooked up with Mr. Cobras.
Not that I know of. Like, I haven't heard one word about it one way or the other.
Alright, you know what? I'll take a couple of nights in Detroit, and I'll just canvass the area, try get everybody together, and get the ranks filled out.
I mean, hell, even if Dove doesn't make it into a pack, make sure he gets a few shovel heads that he's in charge of. That way, he isn't running solo, if you know what I mean.
I got you. He seems to be able to handle himself. By the way, where do you want these bodies to come from? I mean, do you want us to pluck people from Detroit?
Heavens no. Go to Indiana and pluck a few bodies from some random small-ass towns in Indiana. I don't care.
Got you. You mind if I bring a couple of folks around? You know what I'm saying? If I bring some of the brothers to get down on this?
Take whoever you want. But tell you what, gather a few people up and have a shovel party.
I bet I'll sound that.
So the blood would be lit during the shovel party, so they should be able to, go have a little fun without too much worrying. I don't think they can really claim much of Indiana, as far as I know, so have fun with that.
Alright, I'll keep a lookout for any cameos around, you know what I'm saying? If they catch sight of us or something, we'll bag them and tag them. Fuck.
I'm actually considering this. Should we go straight for Chicago, or should we act like we're going to Chicago and attack. Let's see, good old fashioned. Let's see, we can attack Cincinnati. We can attack, you know, Indianapolis. We can attack. There's so many targets we can attack instead of taking Chicago straight on. But if we take St. Louis, we can cut them off from escaping down through that way.
Well, that's up to you. You the head chief. Just point me in a direction, and I get them.
I'm the head chief, but once we make our swing, we're committed, if you know what I mean.
No, I understand. I mean, if it was up to me, I'd say take Chicago, because that's like the biggest opposition. After we knock them down, the rest will fall like dominoes.
True enough. Heading to Gary, there's really only 2 canines that I know of still there. Kill them and we got a staging point.
Alright, you wanna draft a war party together for that?
Yeah, in fact, get any and all that are willing to go in for that. If it's only 2 canines instead of a war party, I really wouldn't call that a war party. I'd be calling that more of a hunt.
Alright, I'll put a team together.
Another thing, keep the fucking Prescus out of the fucking loop.
Alright, I'm down. Mum's the word.
He's done set up too much territory of his own inside of my diocese. I don't want him getting any more power than he already has.
Wow, you think he's gonna try to be like like the Archbishop next door or something?
Well, let's see. We got Windsor, which we conquered how many months ago, and hardly any of the packs set down sticks, and he's probably the biggest power over there right now. You tell me.
That's a fair point. I mean, like, aside from the little individual business that me, Shiloh, and Monroe's got going over at the club, it's like nobody else is over there.
And the reason why we took it is to free up more hunting ground. You know what to do. Go for it. Another thing. Give me your honest opinion. You think it's time to raise a few new Templars, or just leave things as it stands?
Yeah, that's up to you, Chief. You know what I'm saying? If you think you need more bodyguards, more hitmen, it's up to you. You got some security concerns or something?
No, but given these little fuckheads, the title generally tends to make them feel special,
Yo, fuck that. Look, if they want to feel special, they gotta fucking be special.
Alright, later, Mac. I got to hitch this fucker up and take it to Aaron's.
Alright. Tell Her Excellency I said what's up. I'll check you later.
Where?
Peace. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will call it a scene. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned and tune in again. This was Detroit, The Dark Reflection. Peace.